Hey guys, so I thought I would do like a try-on video of the Kosas foundation. I didn't haul this because I like forgot that I ordered it and then it came in a separate box and I didn't, it just didn't register that this was part of my order and I didn't get it. So anyway, I got it much later than the rest of my order and I did get it in the shade L140. So it's light neutral with subtle pink undertones. So we're going to be trying this out. And then so these are all the Pat McGrath Bridgerton collection products. So I thought I would try those out for you. But the very first thing I want to try out is this cologne. So this is the Jo Malone Bitter Mandarin Cologne. So we are going to put this on. And oh, this is so pretty. So I don't know why I was under the impression this was like a pink, some sort of pink bottle. And I don't know if my cap is dirty or if this pattern has like veining. It's kind of weird. I think it's only right there. Okay, anyway, so this is Bitter Mandarin. This is one of the newer scents from Jo Malone. So I'm going to apply some now, and then at the end of the video, we'll see how it kind of still smells on my skin. Ooh, pretty. There's definitely a citrus to it. But then I feel like I smell like a tea scent. I'm going to spray it. Definitely smell the fresh citrus. I don't really smell anything too bitter. Maybe once this sets down, that will come out, but very light and fresh. Yeah, light and fresh. Very fresh. Very bright. It's very happy. Oh, all right. Well, we'll see how this smells by the end of the video. So let's move on to the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25, medium coverage, natural dreamy finish. Okay, so this is a 1 ounce bottle and the sunscreen in here is mineral. It's zinc oxide. I have heard really good things about this foundation, so I'm very excited. It is skincare powered, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalane, provitamin B5, arnica, caffeine, artemisia flower. Okay. I'm going to shake this up. And this is a glass bottle, by the way, plastic top. And then we've got a pump dispenser. The texture is on the lighter side. You can see it running down the back of my hand there. I am going to just dab a little on. This doesn't look pink at all. Okay. I'm going to take my BK Beauty 101 brush and work that in. Okay. I'm just going to pick up straight from the back of my hand and work this in. I mean, admittedly, I'm not picking up that much product, but it's very light coverage so far. Let me see if I can build it up a little bit. So, some immediate observations. One, I don't think this is medium coverage. I used basically what was pumped out on the back of my hand, and I just applied it basically like from my eye area down. I didn't even get to my forehead area. And I still see my sunspots here. Not that a medium coverage would completely cover that, but I would say this is more of like a light medium, and I'm happy about that. I prefer a lighter weight coverage, but just so you guys know, I don't think that this is a medium coverage. I'm sure I could keep kind of building up, but I put at least 2 or 3 like light layers down, using up what I had on the back of my hand. Also, in terms of shade, this claims to have some, or 4 pink, light with subtle pink undertones. No, there's no pink to this foundation at all. No coolness to this foundation at all. If anything, it's like a light kind of, I don't know, leans a little bit yellow even, I would say. Yeah, you can see what's left on the back of my hand, right? There's a little bit of warmth there. I wouldn't say it's cool at all. So anyway, I have a pretty neutral skin tone. So again, that works for me. But if you're someone that was hoping for something cool and thought you were going to get it because it was described as pink, I don't think I would describe this as cool with pink undertones. Okay, anyway, aside from that, I do really like the finish of this foundation. There's a little bit of radiance. I feel like it is very smoothing. right here. It looks very, very smooth. I have larger pores right here. And while I don't feel like my pores have like completely disappeared magically, they do look just a little smoothed out there. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna pump out just a little bit more and bring the foundation up to my forehead. All right, so there is the foundation all over. Yes, definitely a little bit of radiance. I don't know how this would work on oilier skin types. I have very, very dry skin, so I like this little bit of radiance. It looks very, very healthy on my normally very, very dry looking skin. So yeah, so far so good. And it definitely like applied really, really nicely. I don't feel like it did anything strange at all. So I'm gonna move on. The next thing I'm going to apply is this Pat McGrath Bridgerton collection. This thing is really much larger than I thought. It's all cardboard though, so it's very, very light. But this is the Blushing Delights, the blush and highlighter. I guess you could call this a palette. So here are the 3 blushes and the highlight. Now I'm going to actually just powder my face a little bit. I'm trying to think if I want to put concealer down. I don't think so. I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of my Say powder, and then we'll be back to play with this Pat McGrath blush and highlighter palette. Okay, so I was really excited for this collection, and then someone commented, I don't know where, either YouTube or Instagram, but someone commented that they thought this looked very Too-Faced, the packaging, and now I can't unsee it. I was like, oh, cute. I love this whole like Bridgerton cameo, the whole thing, and now I can't unsee Too-Faced. So anyway, if I just ruined it for you, I apologize. But here is the palette. Let me go ahead and swatch these. So I'm gonna swatch the highlight and then the 3 blushes. Okay, so there's the highlight up top. There's definitely micro glitters in there. And then those are the 3 blushes. Ooh, I really like the looks of these blushes. They have a little bit of like a satin sheen to them. Nothing micro glittery like the highlight. Just a really beautiful soft satin sheen. This is probably the shiniest, this peachy one. But I like the color story. I like the color range in here. Peachy, red, pink. Very nice. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna like this highlight because it's got those micro glitters in there. But anyway, let me go ahead and apply one of these blushes. Maybe I'll do the pink one. Yeah, I'll do the pink one. So that is this one over here. So since these are pretty pigmented, I'm going to use a very fluffy brush. So I've got my Chikuhodo KZ1 powder brush. So it's a fairly large brush for blush, but I like the kind of like light effect that it has. So I'm gonna go into the pink, but okay, I picked up too much, I can tell. I'm gonna shake that off. Just brush that on. I'm going to take a smaller powder brush. This is the Westman Atelier powder brush, and just all by itself, I'm just going to work it over this blush. I feel like I kind of had the same issue with the Pat McGrath blushes that came out, the single ones. Completely different formula because those are pressed powders. These are baked. But they took a little bit, I feel, for me, they took a little bit to blend. The colors were really beautiful, very, very pigmented. I love the like all the different colors that she had, and then she had like different finishes. I mean, it was all really beautiful, but I felt like, yeah, they just took a little bit extra to kind of blend out. Yeah, so yeah, that looks better, but I really had to work it with this brush. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Yeah, do you see it just looks a little, I don't know, not patchy. It just doesn't look really smooth and even. So yeah, I'm gonna take this brush again and just really work it out. I mean, once it's worked out, it looks beautiful. I love this sheen. Pretty, okay. Pretty well. I think the result is pretty, but like I just said, I think it takes a little bit to blend out. All right, let's try this highlight. So this is the heart-shaped one up at the top. There's a little bit of marbling in there. Can you see that? But swatch basically gives you like a light golden sheen. I'm gonna take my Chikuhodo cheek highlight brush. These powders are pretty soft. These brushes are picking up the product like very, very easily. Super shiny. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush again and kind of glide it over the highlight and the blush. Blend it out a little bit more. Yeah, and the micro glitters are there. And it's funny because there aren't a lot of micro glitters, so just, I don't know, I feel like I see like five. 5 pieces of micro glitter. Okay, so not bad, not bad. I mean, I think the blushes are really pretty. I'm not the biggest fan of this highlight because of those micro glitters, but if you don't have a problem with that, this does have a really high shine, if that's what you're into. Really pretty, pretty shine. Really pretty shine. And I think once you like work it in, it really like smooths out. Very pretty. All right, so that was the Bridgerton Blushing Delights. Next we have the Bridgerton 6-pan palette. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. And I think by the looks of it, I prefer this one over the first one because this shade looks incredible. So let me go ahead and do some swatches for you. Okay, so here are the 6 shades. These are really beautiful. So starting at the top, that really shiny kind of champagne shade, that one is Refinement. Then we have Forbidden Amour, Regency Romance, Daring Dandy, Diamond's Desire, and Forever Charmed. So these 3 shades, this one, and this one, so not the blue one, but these 3 are the like baked shades, and then the blue and these 2 up top are like pressed powder shades. This blue feels so creamy, as does this one. Super, super creamy. Okay, I kind of don't know where to start when I look at this, but I love the colors. Like they just look really, really fun. I love this blue. I love this green. This one's really pretty as well, this topper shade here. I guess I'll start with this shade right here. I'm gonna start putting that into like the inner corner of my eyes. Very pretty. So have you guys watched this 2nd season of Bridgerton? I have not. I did watch the 1st season. It was very entertaining. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't had like the inclination to watch this 2nd season. I've heard it's not as good. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think. Okay, so that is just a shimmery shade in there. Very pretty. Definitely like lightens things up, brightens things up. I am gonna go into this golden shade. I just love it so much, the one with the B. And I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and use this on the outer corner of my eyes. Oh, I love this color. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna try and blend it into that light shade, but they're very different. I'm probably gonna have to put something else in between there. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to take the flip side of this brush and go into this blue shade and place that kind of between the champagne and the green gold. These 3 shades together looks very like watercolory. Now I'm just going to take my finger and go into this baked shade up here. It's like a topper shade. And just pick up a little bit and just add it right to the center. Just to add a little sparkle. Not that I think it needs it, but why not? You know, much like the first 6-pan palette that she came out with for Bridgerton, I am like a little surprised how much I actually like it. You know, I look at it and I think, oh, it's so much fun. What a great color story. But a lot of things can happen between you looking at a palette and when it actually goes on your eyes. But I really enjoyed using that just now. That was a lot of fun. Pretty. And the shadows really performed beautifully. Okay. I'm not going to use either of these 2 colors. I was thinking about using this to line my eyes, but there's so much like purpley to it. I just think it's not going to look great as a liner. So let me go ahead and just kind of like finish up my eyes with some liner, a mascara, and then we'll be back to apply one of Pat McGrath's new lipsticks in the shade. Well, I really need to bring my reading glasses in here. Nude Romantic, number 2, I think. Satin Allure. There's so many words and numbers on here. I'm not sure what's happening. Satin Allure, Nude Romantic. Okay, I think Satin Allure is the formula, is the type. Okay. All right, anyway, let me finish up my eyes and I'll be right back. All right, so here is the outer box packaging for this lipstick. Very Pat McGrath, very on brand. And then, I know the packaging of these lipsticks are a little bit different. Oh, it's this pretty, like periwinkle blue with the bow. Isn't that cute? These feel lighter than her originals, and also they just feel a little bit smaller. I don't know if it's because this is flat instead of rounded. But yeah, anyway, here is, Nude Romantic. Let me do a swatch. Very pretty. And I would say the pigmentation is like just a hint lighter than her, I was going to say her original line, but the line, I guess, that she's not doing anywhere, the Luxe Trance lipsticks. I feel like this is just a little bit more lightly pigmented, which is really nice. A little bit easier to wear, a little bit easier to apply, and creamier. I would say this formula is much creamier than the Luxe Trance. Those were creamy, but these are creamier for sure. Really comfortable on the lips. Ooh. This packaging is okay. It looks nice. It doesn't feel great. This is all plastic, so it's a little, I don't know, it's a little cheap feeling for Pat McGrath. But the product, which is what matters, the product is really lovely. I love the texture of it. Okay, let's go back to the Jo Malone Bitter Mandarin. It doesn't smell any more bitter at all. I would say the citrus has gone from kind of like a sweet juicy to a little bit more sour. Not in a bad way, but just a little bit more sour. And it already smells pretty light, so I don't know what the staying power is. But it's nice. I don't feel like it's changed dramatically except for that citrus. It's just a little bit less like sweet. But I still really like it. It smells really, really nice. Very springy, very summery. Just to recap, I thought the blushes were a little bit hard to blend out, very pigmented, which is nice, but it wasn't super smooth applying it. Like I really had to buff it in. It's okay. I think like the result is really lovely, but I had to work a little bit harder than some of my other favorite blushes. This highlight I don't really like because of those micro glitters. I feel like I'm finding micro glitters all over my face now. The eyeshadow palette I think is really lovely. I think it performs beautifully. I love the colors, the color story. This lipstick is actually surprising. I just got it, just because it was part of the collection and I thought like the bow was really, really cute. But the formula is really, really nice. It's very creamy and I like that it is pigmented, obviously, but not heavily pigmented. So it's great for spring, summer. I just think it's very easy to use, easy to wear, and just super comfortable. I feel like my eyes look totally different. Hold on one second. This side is like blended out and this side was like a hard edge, so okay, I think that looks a little bit better. And for the Kosas foundation, from what I can tell, it looks really, really nice on the skin. I haven't been wearing it that long, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see how long I've been filming. 21 minutes, so not a great wear test. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep this makeup on because it's a little bit later on in my day right now. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to leave a pinned comment letting you know how it wore, but yeah, I'm sure I'll get back to you on this foundation. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, today's the last day for the Sephora VIB sale. If you want to shop it, definitely take advantage of it. Rouge members get 20% off. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.